Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys out there are having a great day. I know I'm having a really nice day. I'm having a really, it's pretty positive. It's a little bit tiring, which is weird because I woke up like in a jolt. I woke up like 5 times. And the sun is really coming up earlier, which I don't know why that is at all. It just comes up at like 6. It used to come up like 7:30, and at 6 now the sun's just bright in my face. I'm like, whoa. It's like 6:20. You know what I mean? Somewhere around there. Maybe I'm tripping, but if you don't know who I am, I'm a 19-year-old entrepreneur businessman who started an e-commerce business selling beats to rappers. So that's basically, my MO. It's what I'm trying to do, and I want you guys to see my journey. You know what I mean? A little piece of what I'm, a little piece of the pie of what I'm going through. You know what I mean? And how I'm gonna make it out. Not necessarily make it out. I'm going to make it big and scale, and it's nice to see these early days when I'm really just grinding and scraping for leads and things like that. And yeah, I'm just very, very ambitious. You know what I mean? I'm very, very ambitious, especially lately. I've been very, very ambitious. I've been taking action far more than I have in the past. And today, especially, I talked about this last episode where I'm watching Daniel Day-Lewis movies, like old movies of his, movies that aren't famous of his, just watching everything. And what I've seen as someone who is ambitious, as someone that's going for it, he's always going for it. He's always trying to take a risk and learning. That's so huge, is that he's always learning. It's like every performance he's always learning. And it doesn't make every performance genius. Some characters are not geniusly written. You know what I mean? It's not this masterpiece of a character, but that doesn't necessarily make his performance that much worse. It just makes it that much more interesting for me. If you're not a fan of his, or if you're like, you know what I mean, then if you're not a huge fan, then maybe you'll enjoy it less, or really a fan of acting and watching someone and understanding the little minute details that they're doing when acting. That's really what interests me the most about it. You know what I mean? That's what I was talking about with the ambition. And now, so I watched that movie beginning to end, just went straight, did like an hour and a half cold outreach. I started my day with producing. I made a couple beats. I mixed a couple beats, and then watched House MD while I produce, and then a little bit of Star Trek, and then went right into cold outreach, where I was watching a Daniel Day-Lewis movie. And so I did about an hour and a half of that. After this, I have maybe 3 hours-ish, around 2 hours and a half of cold outreach. My goal is just to get way more cold outreach, because that'll incentivize the producing more. You know what I mean? That'll just push me more into the right direction. And I have a call scheduled around 12 with a rapper, so I'm going to be talking to him. Hopefully everything works out with that. And yeah, at least I can get an email. I'm going to get an email out of him for sure. Just add him to my customs list. You know what I mean? Add him to my list of my email list, which would be nice. And we're just moving forward. You know what I mean? I'm doing the things that take a long time to do. I know it sounds simple, but it's so simple it's complicated. Like, really, at the end of the day, that's genuinely the best way I could put it. And it's like the pull-ups that I'm doing when I work out. When I started working out, my goal was to do 10 sets of 10. So 10 sets of 10 push-ups. Now, if I'm done doing push-ups, I do a superset. So superset is basically just 2 workouts in one set. So I do push-ups and then go into pull-ups and do 10. I started with, I can only do 3 a set. And I can make 3 all the way up to around set 7. By set 7, I can't make 3 anymore. I can only make 2. And after such a long time, almost like 10 months, 11 months, almost a year later, now I'm only starting to reach 10, where I'm like, oh my God, I can do 9 easily. I can do 9 a set all the way up to 10. Now it's like, can I get to 10 a set? And that's what I was saying. It's these little tiny progressions that move us forward, and these little wins that I'm taking as a champ. I'm like, yeah, this is, you know what I mean? This is a win, and a win is a win. At the end of the day, a win's a win. And if that means not getting upset about BS because I'm just going to keep working anyway, You know what I mean? It's like, well, what's getting upset going to do for me right now? It's really not going to help. Yeah, it's definitely not going to help. And moving forward and just continue working, that could help. Maybe it won't, but that could. And just the word could changes everything. Just the fact that I could, just the fact that there's a possibility means that someone who's really ambitious can take a swing at it. You know, and sometimes it's just odds. I do get that, but other times, right? It's me and me. I'm just typing away. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, let's just get this done. So that's kind of like the motto for today a little bit. Just get this done. And yeah, that's what I'm going to try to be doing right now. I'm going to go do some cold outreach. I don't think I'm going to do any remessaging today. I just want to do straight cold outreach. And yeah, I'll be back to you guys pretty much in the middle-ish of the day, hopefully after that phone call. I'll be right with you guys, and we can chat about what happened today when I'm in the middle of it, when I'm in the depth. All right, let's go for it. Let's do it. I just finished all the hard stuff for the day. Cold outreach, I went probably for 5 hours. That's crazy. 5 hours of cold outreach, 20-something clients. It really wasn't that many. It was like 20-something clients that I got, or leads rather, hopefully future clients. And but they're all messaged. I messaged them all, and yeah, it was really tricky because I had a phone call also. The phone call fell through. It did not go well. I was on the phone with him, and he was just simply, no, he was interested, and then just hung up the phone on me and blocked me on Facebook, which I'm like, I don't get it. Of course that pisses me off. Of course that makes me annoyed. Of course I'm human. You know what I mean? It affects the way I stand, my voice, my confidence in the company. Short term. Long term, I mean, logically, what I'm offering I know is valuable. And what I'm offering is so rare, no one else is doing, that if I was ever questioning that or I had doubt about that, I can just go back to the logic. And the logic tells me what the logic tells me, right? And that's what makes me smile. That's what makes my confidence come back. And that's, right? At least that's what works for me. It might not work for you guys, but that's really what hit me today after that phone call, after just hearing him be like, yeah, I'm interested, just hangs up, blocks me. And I'm like, but we still go back and do cold outreach. I started a new movie. I started watching The Fabelmans, which is nice. I've seen it already. So second watch, and this ambitious kid. It's about Spielberg, and a little autobiography by Spielberg about a portion of his life when he was younger, and it was, goddamn, it was a good movie. That I didn't finish it yet. I'm like halfway through, but so far I'm like that's actually a really, really good movie. Very memorable. It's like there are certain parts that I'm like, right, I remember all this. And this was all very vital to the plot. So I really did like it. I love The Fabelmans. Great, great movie. And directing, it's all time directing. If you're a fan of if you're a real movie fan, and you love like Spielberg, it's one of those. But another thing that's huge about today is what I'm going to do after. After this, I'm going to do something very special. I will keep it a little bit disclosed, but my brother has a connection to a very high-profile celebrity through a friend of his. So we're going to be in the same room as that person, which is all I'm going to say, but that is wild. And I'm wildly excited because, I mean, damn, dude. You talk about someone who's ambitious, someone who keeps going, and the celebrity is one of those celebrities that keeps going and finds himself in new situations, and it's great. It really is great to know that I can be in the room with somebody like that because of a connection. You know, connections, obviously, they say go a long way, but it's like, well, how do you practice connections, right? It's like, how do you practice? You got to meet more people. How do you meet more people? No one has a real answer. Not no one. When I was doing it, I found that no one had an answer. When I was rapping and producing, not a lot of people had a great answer. I had to immediately meet people. I was like, all right, screw it. I'll move to a big city. I'll do these things. You know what I mean? I'll live in whatever area that directly is down the block from a studio. Like, whatever it is. It's like, even that, how do you even get started? Conventions, it's like, it's also like felt very, very weightless. It wasn't true weight to what it was. And now doing this and having 500 different people on my as leads, you know what I mean? And not only that, I mean the amount of people I've wrote down and cut, it's got to be over 100 that I've just straight wrote down, and then they ended up just not being a client. I cut them. Probably it's in like the hundreds for sure, maybe even more, maybe even the 200s. The amount of people I cut, so it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot to handle when I have to re-message. That's really, to me, what's the hardest part. But this is what we do. It's what makes me the most useless and sad and annoyed. But I got one custom beat out of it. Someone sent me a song. They want me to do a custom beat to, I forget what song, but I got one out of it. If that makes me one step away from getting what I want, then let's go. Let's take the steps. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Just more cold outreach and more and more and more. I got to try to work it on IG too. I haven't been doing it on Instagram a lot at all. My last 150 to 200 were not on Instagram. So I think I'm going to have to go back to Instagram, do the deep dives like I used to, and yeah, get back into really going balls to the wall. You know what I mean? All right, so right now I'm going to go edit my YouTube video, yesterday's that I'm posting today. Same for the podcast. Go do shorts, edit shorts, reels, and after that, see you guys at the end of the day. Let's do it. I just finished everything I have to do for the rest of the day, and I did not get to film IG Reels because the ring light just went out. My light just went out, so I had to go find another light that I used to use when I was really young, when I was like 15 years old. I haven't used it in like 5 years, so I had to go find that light and use it and maneuver it, get it in here, find a tripod to put it on. So it probably isn't great lighting right now, but as long as we get it done, right? And this is something I wanted to talk about with you guys because I know I may seem like someone who's very direct or someone that's almost cocky. And it's because I don't know why necessarily people would think that off the bat. Maybe it's my looks, maybe it's the way I act, like the way I carry myself rather. But I just want to say to you guys from a very humble place, thank you. People do watch these videos. I see sometimes some people watch my videos, and if you're one of those people, thank you. I appreciate it more than you can know. You know what I mean? I really, really do. And whatever it can mean to really care about someone's comment or someone's a little remark. However, the highest threshold of care for me that I've had towards a comment, I have towards you guys in the comments that you guys have made. You know what I mean? Like, this is the most I've cared about something. Usually I just don't care. And a lot of the YouTube comments specifically that I get really make me care again almost, and care a lot, because I'm like, this isn't vague. This is just pure awesomeness. I agree. Thanks. You know what I mean? Really, thanks. And we continue the journey, and we don't let it affect our decisions. I sometimes I got too cocky, where I'd be like, people think I'm so great, so I'd get cocky and stop working. I'm not gonna let that happen, but I am gonna move forward and hopefully get more comments, more people say how great everything I'm doing is. You know what I mean? And it's not to say I'm doing it for that. I'm really, really not. Like, more than you could know, I'm not. It's insane. But still, I do appreciate it, even though it's not the reason that I'm doing it. In other news, Shane Gillis was on SNL last night, and I go to bed way early, so I did not see that. But I wish I did. I'm like, damn it, I wish I could have caught. You know what I mean? I wish I could have caught that. But I'm gonna go watch that with my brother. I cannot wait. I'm like very ecstatic to watch that with my brother, and he's like been waiting. He's ready to go. He had a late night last night. So I'm literally like, dude, we're just I'm just glad to even see you, man. After today, doing 5 hours of cold outreach, doing 1 hour of producing, doing freaking half an hour to an hour of looking for a light to make sure I could film today, I just need a little bit of fun. You know what I mean? I need a little bit of, not need, I just want a little bit of meaning. And he gives me meaning. He rejuvenates my empty vessel. I don't think that's the right way to put that. Rejuvenates my kind of like my heart. You know, he makes me move forward, and my heart in terms of everything. You know what I mean? Heart in terms of the emotional sense, sure. And heart in terms of, like in boxing movies, like you don't got heart. That. From man to man, he can do that to me, which is great. And I think I can utilize that. I really do believe I could utilize that right now in this situation that I'm in. No matter how fortunate I am, I could utilize that. All right, so on that note, I'm going to end the YouTube video here. I know I'm ending a bit early, but let's do it. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I really do hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you have a great rest of your day. You know what I mean? As I will. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's do it. Peace.